Hello. It is August 9th, 2025. It is approximately 9:50 a.m. This will be a request reading for Aaron Pierre. He is a male Gemini, and he is an actor who was in a relationship with Tiana Taylor. All right, so let's get started. Um, all of these cards have been pre-shuffled with Aaron in mind. So let's get started with the Soul's Journey Lesson Oracle cards. So in order for me to kind of see what's going on with him on the outside, I kind of like to see what's going on in the inside first, starting with these Soul Lesson Journey Oracle cards. All right, so let's see what's at the bottom for Aaron. Adversity. Interesting. Okay, so it says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay, so that's what we have at the bottom of the deck. Adversity. And gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Okay. All right. So far, so good. It's like his soul understands the assignment. That's what I'm feeling like. His soul understands the assignment. So let's see what else comes out. Can I get 3 cards, please, for Aaron? Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Okay. So far, so good. And perseverance. Wow. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Okay, he's been here before. Let's see what comes out. 3 cards, please. Creator, can I please get 3 cards for Aaron? Aaron Pierre. When it comes to his soul, what is it that he needs to know? Thank you. Well, damn. Ah, fuck. Okay, maybe he doesn't understand this. I have never got these many cards for nobody. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, let's just do it. All right, so cards came out a little weird. So the card is like all these cards that came out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 cards, right? And that's interesting. Hold on. Let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is interesting that we have 7 cards because this guy was, hold on, let me check my notes. Let me make for sure. Yes, he was born June 7th. All right. So I don't know. Maybe that's a little something. But we do have 7 cards out here. So let's see. We have blame. And it says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. All right. So it seems like when it comes to his soul, okay, they like, you need to accept responsibility for your well-being, meaning that, you are in control of whatever it is that happens to you or whatever it is that you go through, because you are the one that, are put yourself into a situation or whatever the case may be. Now, we have this card over here at the bottom of the deck. I usually read this last, but I want to read it now. And it talks about worry. And it says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Okay? So it really does seem like when it comes to his soul seems to know the assignment. And I think this is where the battle comes in with all of this stuff, because he had like really, really good cards in the beginning. He may still have good cards in when we continue on, but worry and blame. So let's turn this one over that happened to come like sideways for some weird reason. So let's turn it over. Ooh, ain't that about a bitch? Okay, listen. Remember when I was shuffling the cards and I had peace? Peace was at the bottom of the deck. Remember I showed you, I was like, peace, you feel me? So now peace is sideways. All right, it's sideways. So I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So he hasn't necessarily released all negative energy. Okay, and that could be all of these cards over here. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. They could be some good cards up in here. But let's just turn them over and see. Shit. Okay. So here we go. God damn. God damn. Fuck a duck. Oh, shit. Well, I'll be damned. No. No, not at all. Um, Loneliness. It says, I know that I am never alone. All right. So this is crazy. All of his cards came out in the reverse. Okay. Loneliness came out in the reverse. Courage came out in the reverse. It says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Lord have mercy. This is in the reverse. Okay. Empathy is in the reverse. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. This came out in the reverse. As well as friendship. Friendship came out in the reverse. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. No, the hell you don't. And then we have purpose. I know what I am here. What it says, purpose. I know what I am here to do. See, that's the thing. His soul understands the assignment with all of them beautiful cards that came out. So I said, when it comes to his soul, what is it that he needs to know? This guy got all of this stuff in the reverse, and this is crazy. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff that homie dealing with. And let's just see what else. I don't even know what to say. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. But blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being, and peace is like sideways. Shit. Got to move these cards down, bro. You're lucky I had my coffee this morning, cause yeah, you tripping this morning. All right. Sorry. I have to put these up like this. They have to be straight. All right. So let's see what messages that Spirit has for him. Spirit, what would you like Aaron Pierre to know right now? You have unwavering. It says, stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. Wow, that's interesting because all of this right here definitely looks like uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? No courage, no freaking courage. You're not having no empathy for nobody to see the situation from both sides. You ain't got no friends. You don't know what your purpose is. Yeah, man, this is crazy. Unwavering. Stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. So, Spirit is aware that right now it's almost like he may be coming and going or something like that, or 1 foot in, 1 foot out, something to that extent. But let's just see. What else, Spirit, do you have for him? Snow. Ooh. Jealousy, sadness, cold, death, negative emotions, isolation, loneliness, and withdrawal. Wow, that is cold fucking crazy to me, dude. So, who is he jealous of? Negative emotions. And what was that card that talked about? Was it a card that said something about hold on. Is it the peace? I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Okay. All right. I'm just making sure. So I'm just making sure like this is not anybody else. But yeah, this is him. So jealousy, negativity, negative emotions, loneliness and withdrawal. So that could have something to do with this loneliness card being right here. Withdrawal. That's crazy. So we have snow and unwavering. So what I'm feeling like is, I don't know this guy's like, what's that movie that came out? I don't know. But I didn't even know this dude existed until, well, to be honest, I didn't even really know who he was until that one movie came out when he was on that bike and outsmarting people. But I remember my first time seeing dude with the braids in that movie where everybody was aging really fast. Okay. But I didn't know that was him because dude had the braids in that movie. And then I kind of like put two and two together. Like dude just popped up out of nowhere, seemed like. But my point for saying all of this, I don't know his faith. I don't know what he believe in or don't believe in. But it's like spirit would love for him to have a conversation and to help him get through whatever it is that he's going through right now. Okay. I do know he's still a little young because he's like, what, 31 or something like that. So he's still a little young, you know, probably still just trying to find his way. But what other messages do you have for him, Spirit? What would you like Aaron to know? Can I please get like 3 cards? That's it. Yeah, unwavering is still at the bottom of the deck. I think they would like him to have a better relationship with him. Devouring mother. It says selfishness, loving, emotional manipulation. Ooh, shit. Homicidal, cruel, gaslight, hateful, guilt trip. What the fuck? Wow. Okay. This is crazy. I've never had this card before. This, I don't know. This is crazy. I'm sorry. I've never had this card before. So I don't know what his relationship is with his mother. But something ain't right here. Something ain't right when it comes to his relationship with a mother or someone he looks at as a mother, something to that extent. This is crazy. Oh my God, I hope this man ain't got no trauma. I hope this man ain't got no trauma. You know, like sometimes males can feel a certain type of way towards females, basically depending on their relationship with their mother, right? And if their relationship with their mother wasn't, you know, a loving, you know, relationship, whatever the case, loving, understanding, you know, trustworthy type of relationship, that's how his relationship would more than likely be with any woman that he end up being with. Because the first figure, as well as the male in your life, is supposed to be your mother and your father. So if you have a bad experience, you know what I'm saying, little do people know, you actually do carry that on into certain relationships, you know. And sometimes because of the past neglect, you could either make it a good positive outcome for you or a negative outcome for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. Show you again. That's what we have. But let's see what else, because I didn't expect that. Okay. Spirit, what would you like Aaron to know? 3 cards, please. Fuck it. Oh, you fuck. Oh. Oh. Ooh. I ain't with none of this. I ain't with none of this. Oh, really, after all of that, then you want this card to be at the bottom of the deck. Well, thank you. Shit. All right. So these cards are going this way. I know you probably can't see it, but they're going this way, right? So I'm going to just push this up here and turn them right there, right? And then we have these two cards. Well, it's three cards, and one is face down, one is face up, one is face down, and then we have these two. Is it two? Yeah. Then we have these two cards right here. So I'm gonna put this here, and I'm going to leave these alone for a second. I want to address all of this stuff over here. Lord have mercy. Okay. Jesus. I guess if he ain't communicating with spirit, they got to say what they got to say when they got to say it. They get an opportunity to say it. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got 5 cards. It came out again. So we have journalist, and it talks about spreads half truths without evidence. It talks about phony. It talks about spreads propaganda. Okay, pursues negative acts, manipulation, information to one-sided, deceptive side, and deceptive. Well, damn. Okay. So with this card, it seems like what spirit is saying to him is that someone is spreading half truths or something like that, or he's spreading half truths. I don't know, but somebody is spreading half truths, and this is what he needs to know. So either it's him or it's someone else. Now right here we have the high chair we have the high chair tyrant. This is funny. I didn't have this card before. It talks about demanding, incapable of criticism, brat, narcissist, fails to take responsibility, needs constant attention, entitled, and arrogant. Well, damn. This is him. This is him. And the reason why I say this is him with the high chair tyrant is because, remember, we had blame up here with his soul. And it says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay? And it says, fails to take responsibility. So this is the crazy part. It's kind of like connected to the journalist or whatever. And this could be him being the deceptive one, which is crazy. Damn. It could be him. Spreads half truths without evidence. So in other words, it's like spirit is almost saying this guy may need to grow up a little bit. With the tyrant high chair, this is like a kid throwing an adult throwing a tantrum to some certain extent. All right. So this is the one card. Okay. And then we have the high chair tyrant. It's so funny to me. All right. So, and then let's see here. We have wedding rings, right? And it says suspicious, needs to compromise, misunderstanding, arguments, anxious about your relationship. Wow. Next to snow again, and it talks about jealousy, sadness, loneliness, emotional withdrawal, death, followed by lantern, one-sided information, gossip, avoids misunderstanding, argument, situations that will stir up envious people. This is a whole fucking lot, dude. But here's the wedding card, wedding ring. And then we have snow, which came out again. Followed by lantern, one-sided information, gossip, avoids misunderstanding and arguments, situations that will stir up. Let me see what this says in here. Oh, wow. Yeah. I really feel like this is all for him. Like, something ain't quite right with dude, you know? I can't really put my finger on it, but it really feels like with Blaine being here and his cards being in the reverse and friendship and empathy, it's almost like he has a chip on his shoulder that he's very good at hiding, because when you see this guy on TV or social media, whatever the case may be, you don't get none of this. It's like his persona is like all of that, you feel me? But it seems like deep down inside, this guy is a train wreck. And Spirit, forgive me if I'm wrong. I mean, truly, but something ain't right here. Something is not right. But let's see what this says. It says unorthodox spirit, low self-control, recklessness, extreme. Oh my God, fueled by unbridled passion. And oh my God. Buoyant. This is crazy. You know, I could be wrong, but bending under pressure, overworked, egotistical, bragging, blinded by fame, flaunting. Oh, I did not say what I wanted to say before I see the fucking card. God damn it, Shay. Oh, I was trying to say something and I didn't say it. Bad Shay. It doesn't fucking matter now because I didn't say it. I wish I had said it. But it's like this guy is okay. It's like this person has a lot going on with himself that we don't know about, but he presents himself to be this type of way. But I feel like it's like he's battling with himself. Oh, well, that fucking explains it. That fucking explains it. What explains it, Shay? He's a fucking Gemini. I just remembered. He's a Gemini. Because it's like, what the word was I was finna say? Entitlement. It's like entitlement. It's like, because he's very attractive, there's no denying that. It's like he has just about everything, you know, one would look for in a relationship. You know, he has a little bit of money, you feel me? He has some height on him. He has a nice skin complexion. He has pretty eyes, you know what I'm saying? I guess he has a decent grade of hair. You know, he talks with an accent. It's like it almost seems as if he's entitled to be egotistical, because this is what this card talks about. It says bending under pressure, overworked, egotistical, bragging, blinded by fame, flaunting superiority, okay? Then it says minor health issues. The minor health issues is it doesn't seem as if he's mentally stable, okay? I know we all go through our mental crazy thingy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, this guy is it seems like he's battling with himself. And I don't know if it has something to do with his upbringing or something. There's some type of trauma It seems as if there's some type of trauma that he has dealt with, and that he needs to let go. That he needs to let go because something ain't right. And it's like almost suffering on the inside. You feel me? Remember, we have worry right here. And it talks about, I am learning that worrying doesn't change the outcome. So you can worry about this and that, and hope that people on social media or the people that you're around aren't able to see what it is that you're really dealing with inside. He doesn't even know his purpose. His purpose is in the reverse. Yeah, we got courage in the reverse. You may play Mufasa or whatever the case may be, but deep down inside, you should be playing Scar because you are scarred. You are scarred by something that happened to you, and you're not dealing with it. You're with friendship, you're pushing everybody away. With empathy, you're not caring what nobody else is going through, because deep down inside you going through something. So how is you going to be able to see a situation from both sides? Listen. This is crazy. That's why all this stuff came out. And before I get to this, let's read what's at the bottom of the deck here. It says, clear. It says, focus your intentions. Navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. But how can he do that? How can he do that, Spirit? Focus your intentions. Navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. He can't do that right now because he don't even know what his purpose is. Oh my God. Really? Okay. Okay. Seriously? Well, ain't that about a bitch? Okay, so I just heard identity crisis. Identity crisis. He's having an identity crisis. How the fuck is he gonna have an identity crisis? So that's where the mental, what did it say? It said, where was it at? It said minor health issues. He's having an identity crisis. He don't really know who he is. So it's almost like he put himself out there to be whatever the role calls for. You feel me? Whatever the role calls for. He's having an identity crisis. Wow. I heard that so fucking clear as day. Wow, bro, I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm going to back up off you. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I knew something wasn't quite right. I knew something was not quite right. And now I know. He has an identity crisis. Hold on, I need something to drink. Excuse me, I need something to drink. Let's see. Ah, shit. We all go through identity crisis. But this is the crazy part. That's like, I thought like maybe in middle school or high school, that's when we try to figure out who we are, you know. So how can he know what his purpose is? How can he be at peace when he don't even know who he is? And that's crazy because to be on the outside looking in, we see him as a very successful person, but he doesn't even know who he is. He don't know. Well, let's just see what these cards have to say. Okay, so they came out sideways. They came out sideways, but I already know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn it this way. I'm gonna turn it this way and see what it says. Because here we have anchor. We can see this card right here. It's the only one that's facing up. And it says, afraid to move on, stay stagnant, let go of the past, instability, unchanged, adrift in losing motivation and stubbornness. Okay? Anchor. Anchor. Spirit wants him to let go of something. You know, that's crazy because it's a full moon right now. It's a full moon right now. And homie has a lot of stuff built up in him, cycle over cycle over cycle. And he needs to let some of this go for real. Let's see what this says. Liberty. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibilities. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? You see what that say? Liberty. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibilities. I pretty much just said that. Like, no bullshit. I just said that. All right, let's see what this one has to say. Get better. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. Come on, Buzz Lightyear. Listen, man. Listen. Oh, Buzz Lightyear. Oh, my God. Didn't Buzz Lightyear go through like an identity crisis himself? Something to that extent? When, what's it? Howdy, cowboy. What was his name? The sheriff. Yeah, I watch shit like that. The sheriff told him basically who he was, like in real life, like, and he didn't want to believe it. And then once he was open to that, you feel me? Yo, that's crazy. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the stars. Okay, so yeah, and that's why I said early on, I don't know what his connection is with spirit. But I also said that spirit would love for him to connect. Like they would love it because I can feel it. Okay? They would love it. So liberty. Release the chains of the past and dance the rhythm of possibilities. But he can't because he's afraid to move on. Stagnant. Go, it says go of the past, instability. It says let go of the past, my bad. Unchanged, adrift, losing motivation and stubbornness. Yeah, he's very stubborn because that's where the ego comes in at. That's where the ego comes in at. That's where the battle comes in at. All right? So did I show you this already? Yeah, I think I did. Well, okay. Yep. And then clear. I'm going to just put this here. No more cards. Wow. It says hourglass, old school way of thinking. Time is running out. Death is near. Time is the enemy turned upside down. Wow. After I moved clear. Focus your intentions and navigate decisions with clear insight, followed by hourglass, old school way of thinking. Time is running out. Death is near. Time is the enemy turned upside down. Okay. Wow, that is a lot. Let's see what the tarot has to say right quick, because this is a lot. Um, Spirit, when it comes to Aaron, Pierre, this male Gemini, what does the tarot cards have to say about these cards on the table? That's crazy, because I only done got 2 decks out. Wow. Challenges. Oops. It says the 9 of Wands. It talks about guarded and challenges. That's the first thing I seen without even seeing the 9 of Wands first. Fatigue and stamina and resilience. Okay, we had perseverance earlier when I was like, his soul knows the assignment. All right. And it's like, I feel like if he doesn't get a connection with spirit, although we have this 9 of Wands right here, it's possible that he may, continue to hit his head. Like the lessons, I'm not for sure if he's really learning the lessons. Okay? I'm not for sure. But let's see. Wow. Transfer. No, he's not learning the lessons. Because listen, we have the death card, and it talks about transformation, change, let go, release, and say goodbye. Like, yeah. See, with this 9 of Wands, it's like somebody done been through something, but it done make them stronger, right? But not in his case, because his courage is in the reverse. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. No, not really, because he's blaming everybody else for these wounds. And he's not learning anything. Ooh, what's up under here? I just want to take a peek. Perseverance. I know that it's up under here, right under the worry card. It's like, eventually he will get it, but when? Bro, when? Because remember what we had, the hourglass. I said the hourglass. The hourglass. Death is near. Time is the enemy. Turned upside down. Running out of time. That's what I'm saying. He will get it, but when? Ain't nobody. Shit. Those looks will fade, bro. Okay? Spirit. What does the tarot have to say when it comes to Aaron, Pierre? Can I get like 3 cards, please? I ain't giving you no more than an hour, bro. Temperance. Yo, temperance. It talks about balance and patience, moderation and harmony and serenity. Temperance. This is spirit all day. This is spirit all day. Because things aren't balanced. To us, it may seem as if it is, but no. Nope. 7 of Wands. Standing your ground, challenges, rivalry, and defensive. It's like he always feel like he has to fight. It's always, I'm hearing, every night I got to fight to prove my love from the 5 heartbeats or some shit like that. But it's not to prove his love. Well, kind of it is. It's like to prove something to himself. And with all his accomplishments, it still seems to not be enough. Because he's battling. He is battling. It is not funny, yo. See? Okay, so I got this here. Look at that. Remember I just said with all his achievements, we have the 9 of Pentacles right here. independence, success, achievements, material security. I just said it. The Nine of Pentacles. I just said it. But yet, this is even more fucked up because when I was shuffling these cards doing meditation, boy, let me tell you, all type of shit came up out of these cards, and I'm stuffing them back in, putting them back in like no. And the devil was the first one that came out. See, this is the thing. When this guy is like, this is hard. This is hard right here. Because he has so much. Oh, I just want to know what's on this side. Oh, I want to know so bad. The devil talks about addiction, obsession, materialism, excessive, and powerlessness. Powerlessness. How the fuck you gonna feel like this when you this right here though, bro? How? Y'all don't even understand the mental battle that old boy go through every fucking day, yo. Every day. Every day. Every day. This is crazy. Every day. Something's got a hold on him. And it needs to be broken. Didn't that card say something about breaking some chains or something to that extent? It needs to be broken. And fast. I don't know what this say, but at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. And it talks about determination, travel, mastery, self-discipline, and willpower. Because this is the energy that he should be in. Not just when the camera's rolling. All the time. And that's why his peace is not like it's supposed to be. Because he's at peace and he's comfortable when he's behind that fucking camera. Because he can pretend because that's what he get paid to do. But in real life, there is no peace. There is no purpose. There is no friendship. There is no courage. There is no empathy. There's only blame and worry. Man, what is this? Wow. Wow. That's what I said. How you gonna have the Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, and then the Three of Wands? That's a battle. Confidence, progress, expansion, growth, and looking ahead. That determination, that Chariot. June 7th. This is the Chariot. It's number 7. Okay? It's the only reason why I said that. See, it's at the top there. He shouldn't feel like this. He should not. What's up under here, Lord? What else we got? Oh! Damn, this is, wow. Look at this. Ooh-wee. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. Okay, so I put the 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 7, I put the 7, the Chariot. But this is the thing. If he could get up out of this energy right here with this devil being here, this 9 of Pentacles is single. This is, I'm not saying like he's single. I don't know who the fuck he with right now. But what I'm saying is this is an individual, the 9 of Pentacles. This is him, right? But these are some things that he deals with the devil being in the background. But if he could move this out the way, if he could move this out the way, let's move it out the way. I'm going to do him a solid. Let's move it. Let's move it out the way and turn it over here. If he could get rid of this, right? And let's push the 9 of Pentacles, right? The 3 of Wands, confident, progress, expansion, growth, and looking ahead. Looking ahead, so we moving forward with the Chariot. Okay? If he look ahead and have that confidence and that expansion and that growth and that progress, what is that determination and that self-discipline and that willpower going to give him? The Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing, comforting, sensible, luxurious. Oh yeah. So now he got a winner on his team, right? Because we got the King of Pentacles, right? Prosperity, security, businessman, reliable, and protected. Because didn't nobody protect him. 2 of Wands. Planning. First step. Making decisions. Taking a risk. So you can have a new beginning, bro. This dude would be all of that on the outside and the inside. If it wasn't for this little motherfucker right here, boy. I swear, it's the truth. What's up under there? Yep. We have the Page of Wands. It talks about cheerfulness, fearless, fresh, cheerfulness. He would have it all if it wasn't for this, whatever this is. This is the thing that he's battling with. I just want to put one more. Ooh, yeah. The Empress. Pregnancy, motherhood, nurturing, fertility, everything, dude. This one little fucking thing is fucking up all of this good shit right here. This one card, this devil. And that's what he's battling with. Yeah. Oh, man. Bro, I wish I could give you a hug, like for real. I wish I could give you a hug. I do, cause he need a hug. He need a hug. And it's hard. It'll be hard for any woman to understand this dude. You know what I'm saying? It would be hard for any woman to understand him because he doesn't understand himself at times. Oh, Lord. I've said I'm not going to give him no more than an hour. Shit. Let's see these cards. These are the masculine archetype deck, all right? Spirit. When it comes to Aaron Pierre, male Gemini, when all of the lights are off, meaning the cameras, no social media around, deep down inside, how does he feel about himself when no one is watching? When it's just him? I just I just said it. We have Supreme Ordeal at the bottom of the deck. It's this monster that he's battling with Supreme Ordeal. I'm here and I'm gonna get you this time. I'm gonna get you this time. Listen, I said I'm gonna get you this time. Strategy or strategic, whatever the fuck. It's like he be planning how to overcome this situation right here. I just said, I'm going to get you this time. That's what I heard in my head. It's like when nobody is around, you're powerless. I'm not going to continue to allow you to take my power from me. Because this is what this card says. It says powerless. What else? Did you know that? Okay. Damn, now you saw me just shuffle. It's a everyday battle, dude. It's an everyday battle. I don't know why Seal, I think it's called Kiss by a Rose by Seal. I was just humming that in my head. Scribe. Okay, this is like a writer or someone who writes things of that nature. How does he feel when no one's looking, when the cameras is off and it's just him? Deep down inside, how does he feel about himself, Spirit? Can I get 3 cards, please? For Pierre? Aaron Pierre? What's this? Okay, I can't see it, but it's right here. Okay, we got Diplomat. Okay. 2 more cards, please. Uh-oh, something wants to jump out. It didn't, though. God damn it! I'm going to pick it up in a second. One more. Thank you. And here we go. Back to the Supreme Ordeal. Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to put you over there. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Okay, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy, dude. This is ludicrous. Okay? Diplomat. Okay? How you gonna... That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna show y'all this right here. I'm gonna show you. Where's the little star at? That's funny that that's right here too. All right, so we have these little, cards. They're represented by different things, right? And it's interesting that Diplomat has a little star on it, right? And we know that he's an actor. He's a star in his own right, right? But we have Diplomat right here. Let's just read what it has to say, okay? Number 63. Can be significant to him in some type of way. It says communication, negotiation, optimistic, overcompromise. These are the challenges right here. Overcompromise, perfectionist, needing to belong. Needing to belong. These are the key words when it comes to Diplomat right here. It says communication, optimistic, and negotiation. And then his challenges are over compromise, perfectionist, needs to belong, needs to belong. What I'm telling you, when he's on that stage, behind that camera, he's all of that in a bag of chips. Okay? Uses communication skills to resolve conflicts, brings a sense of optimism and imagination to find solution, ultimate goals in peace, and strives to inspire others with his vision. Right? Ultimate goal is peace and strives to inspire others with his vision. Remember I said peace when he's on that stage, that's when he has peace. That's when he has harmony. But when he's not, because I'm not going to read all this shit, but when he's not, bro, why you feel like a deadbeat? Why you feel like a deadbeat? I don't think he got no cards, but you see what I'm saying? It's a battle. He feels like he ain't shit. And I know that's the case because, once again, supreme ordeal. He's battling with himself. Then we have the oppressor. The oppressor. I said when nobody is looking, when the cameras are off. See, this is when the cameras are on. God damn it. But when the cameras are off, you're deadbeat, you're oppressor, you ain't shit, you'll never be shit. This is fucking ludicrous, dude. This is ludicrous. This is ludicrous. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. We got teacher right here. Somebody needs to teach this cat there is a different way. He no longer has to suffer. And spirit want him to say, holla if you hear me. Okay, they trying to get your attention, bro. Like, for real. There's only so much Shay could do unless he happens to see this fucking video, you know. Stomach hurt. Stomach hurt. Put this back over here. I'm going to shuffle them, though, because we might need them again. But did you know that when it snows, something, kissed by a rose on something, that Seal song. Why am I singing that Seal song? Ha ha, ain't that some shit? Like, no bullshit. I like Seal, you feel me? But we do know he was married to, is that the Clune lady? Heidi Klum or some shit? My bad if that's not the right person. But we also do know it was something said that Aaron Pierre only really has an interest in, Caucasian women. No shade. I don't give a damn who he like. Okay? Who he dig. And that's that man preference. But my point for that is, if you think about Seal and you think about Aaron, when it comes to physical looks, they're both talented, right? But when it comes to physical looks, they're very different looking people, okay? They're very different looking people. But it's like that's where the battle comes in. And I'm not saying the physical, I'm not saying like that, but what I'm saying is it's an identity crisis. He deals with an identity crisis. And that's probably why I'm thinking about Seal, Kissed by a Rose. I'm going to have to play it later because YouTube be on that bullshit. But I don't really know what the song, I know what it says, but I'm trying to find out the meaning for it. And the only thing I can come up with is the fact that he was married to the Caucasian woman who was not an actor. I think she's a model or some shit like that. And how Seal looks. It's like an identity thing. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's going on with homie's career, right? Like I said, it kind of seemed like he just came out of nowhere. When it comes to let's see. I don't really know no other way to put it, so I'm gonna put it this way. Will Spirit, will Aaron Pierre ever, when it comes to his career, will he ever have Denzel Washington A-lister status when it comes to being an actor, making movies? When it comes to Aaron Pierre career, will he ever have Denzel Washington's status, A-lister status? All right. That's the best way I could put it, y'all. I'm sorry. We got chess. It says money, strategy, wise, spending, long game, military leader, thinking it through. Ain't that something? Then he's in that movie where he was dressed in the army fatigue. All right, so that's what's at the bottom of the deck. We have chess, okay? Followed by ring. Oh, it says financial commitments, long-term investments, okay, partnership, work together, fulfilling career. Okay, so it's almost like from just what I just have right here. Yes, he could have a very fulfilling career, you know what I'm saying, if he strategizes, you know, his roles and things of that nature. Because you're not finna see Denzel Washington playing any kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You're just not gonna see it. He picks his roles very well. Okay? But let's just see what else comes out. Well, ain't that about a bitch? You see that, right? And I'm gonna take, no, I'm not gonna take that. They said no. All right, you see what I just tried to do and what came out? So, turn it over. Okay, ring, financial commitment, long-term investment, partnership, working hard together, and fulfilling career. That's what we want to know about. That's what we want to know about. Now, you see I shuffled them cards, and those three was like right there, okay? So, let's show you this again. We're talking about his career and long-term, right? Denzel Washington status. Let's see what these cards have to say, baby. Okay, so far, so good. We have spiral, right? And it says out of control, climbing the ladder, upwards, investing, a job, promotion, and connections. So what I feel like is he will climb up the ladder. He will continue to climb up the ladder. Okay? Out of control, climbing the ladder, upwards, trend. Okay? So, yes. And that could be where he's at right now. Okay? Let's see what this card has to say. Paperwork, contracts, okay? Learning as you go, okay? Writing, taking a class, education, law. This is all good stuff, okay? Paperwork and contracts, learning as you go. This is really good. This is really good. Oh, did I show you? Did I show y'all this? Well, that's the spiral one that we got at first, right? And then this is this one. I said this is this one. All right. Let's see what this one's saying. Anchor. Fuck you! God damn it! Why? I already knew this was gonna happen. I already knew this was gonna happen, Lord. Like, why? This is crazy. I knew this was gonna happen. That's why I said it's good so far. I could feel it, bro. I could feel it. So listen. The last card we have is Anchor, right? And it talks about money blocks, being stuck, and financially sound, okay? Now, it says water, it says career, and it says water related, it says travel and stable for now. So right now, as you can see with these cards here, everything looks good, right? But we have anchor coming out twice, right? And it says afraid to move on, stagnant, let go of the past, instability and unchanged, adrift and losing motivation and stubbornness. If he doesn't get this part together, this here will only be temporary. And I already knew that, but I just wanted, I already knew it. Because eventually, if you don't get it together up here, eventually you won't be able to hide that. It'll start to show up. And when it comes to being an actor or a singer, if it ain't up here, if it ain't right up here, it's going to show. And then you'll be stuck and put in a box. Money's flow start to slow down. Things of that nature. Because right now, he climbing the ladder, you feel me? He's having those contracts. He's learning things. But like it says, stable for now. So it's really up to him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have, once I remove this, we have Rose. Ain't that some shit? Wasn't I just singing that song by Sia, Kissed by a Rose? I was just singing that song. I'm trying to at least. But ain't it funny that Rose would be the next card right here? Like I said, I already knew this, but I have to do it with the cards. I don't want people to think I'm crazy. So I have to use the cards, but I don't need this shit. I can look at a person and tell them everything about themselves. But that's kind of scary, so I don't do that. But look, we got Rose. Okay. Supportive roles. We know he plays supportive roles because he's an actor. Okay. Financial relief. Being content, loving, and caring. Okay. Job security. He can have that, but he got to get out his own way. He got to deal with this right here. Okay. He got to focus his intention and his decisions with clear insight in his purpose and know what his purpose is here, what his purpose is. Okay? And have the courage, which he doesn't have that yet. I mean, I know it may seem as if he does, but nah, bro, he don't. He don't. It's all shit. It's all part of the show, okay? Okay. All right, so let's just put this here. Put these down. What else do we have? Can I get just something else to drink? Fucking shit. And some lip chat. Like, for real. Okay. Now, listen. We almost done. He done got over an hour. Let's see what else I want to do. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4 decks. That's a lot, bro. I had some T cards, but I don't think I want to use the T cards because I really don't care what the T is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to use the T cards. But what I do care about is, these is the Kipper cards. And I would like to know what Aaron Pierre intentions was. Remember what it say? Focus your intentions and navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. I do want to know what his intentions was when he decided to date, ha ha ha, Tiana Taylor. All right. These cards have been pre-shuffled already. So let's see. Spirit, when it comes to Aaron Pierre's intention, when it came to dating Tiana Taylor, what was his intentions? The bottom of the deck. Oh, ain't this about a bitch? Boy, almost, boy. Privileged lady. That's crazy. Well, this is just what's at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, they were pre-shuffled, you know what I'm saying, with him in mind, but god damn. Okay, so let's just put it this way. He saw her as a privileged lady, all right? And she is, right? She's very beautiful. She's very talented. Like, everybody wants a Tiana Taylor fucking ab pack, okay? Let's go. Oh! Oh! So, this is crazy. I said, what was his intention, right? And we have marriage right here. Okay, so marriage and privileged lady, all right? I'm not going to say nothing about that because I'm just not. Because I could say a lot, but I'm not. Because I don't want to go there. You can think whatever it is that you want to think. I would love to hear it in the comments, but I'm not going to put that out there. I will not contribute to the negativity on any type of level. Make out whatever it is you would like. I'm not going to do it. What was Aaron Pierre true intentions when he decided to date Tiana Taylor? Can I get 3 cards, please, Spirit? What was his true intentions when he decided to date Tiana Taylor? That's it. Damn. Occupation. So she was someone who worked, someone who made money, could be someone he wanted to work with, okay? That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say because I ain't with the rah-rah. I'm not. Occupation. Oh, hell no. And I heard that too. Somebody said he only got with her to make his career go further or something like that. Because we got wealthy man right here. Wow, Kipper. I ain't gonna say nothing. Can I get 3 cards, please? What was his intentions when he decided to date Tiana Taylor, Spirit? Okay. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have expectations. Okay. We have distant horizon. We have mature male. And we have high honors. So, it's like, what I'm feeling like is, when it comes to his intentions, when it comes to dating her, it's almost like he knew what her expectations would be. And with high honors here and mature male, I'm feeling like this is how he presented himself because he knew what she expected. So he became what he needed to be. His intentions was to be what she wanted him to be, a mature male with high honors. And then we got distant horizon and the last card. So I showed you expectations already. His intentions was what he got with her was high honors, mature male, and distant horizon. So the way that I'm reading this is he presented himself the way that she expected him to present himself. Okay. Now I want to take a peek up under here and see what this says. Wow. Once I remove that, we got courthouse. Courthouse in despair, followed by imprisonment, followed by courtship. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Followed by pathway. I'm done. Yeah, my nose itching. I'm done. Listen. Okay, let me put these down. Okay. Expectations, right? He knew what she expected. He presented himself to be that. Okay? Mature male. Even though she's older than him. You feel me? Distant horizon. In the distant horizon, what did we have? Okay? Which means not too far away. Not too far off. Her expectations was what? Okay? Then we got the courthouse. How the fuck? Despair. Things didn't go quite right because of his intention. Prison. Courtship. His whole thing, bottom line, his intentions wasn't pure. I'll just put it that way. His intentions wasn't pure, and that's why things ended up the way that they were, because they was never pure in the first place. That's why we have courthouse. Not saying that they went to court, but guess what? I do know that there was a situation going on where she was going through some court shit. So that just lets me know that we are talking about that situation. We are talking about her when it comes to him. Then we got despair. And then we have imprisonment. Things did not go the way that he expected for one reason or another. But regardless, his intentions was not pure in the first place. Because remember the cards that we had at first. Privileged lady. Marriage. Yeah, could have been marrying for money. You know what I'm saying? That could have been the long-term thing, the way that he was thinking, but shit just didn't go right. And you know what? It's a good thing. This is a good thing because I think he was in the picture when she was going through whatever she was going through with her baby daddy or her ex-husband or whatever the case may be. And I feel like that was like a blockage, some type of blockage for him with despair being here and imprisonment. He felt like he was going to be trapped in a situation that he no longer wanted to be in. What do I got? So he chose a different path. Yep. And then after that, we got false person. Yep. He chose a different court. We got courtship. We got path. We got journey. And then, oh shit. And then we have false person, followed by unexpected income. Yeah. Ha! Followed by poverty. Yeah. Followed by death. And that's all she wrote. I ain't got to say nothing else. It is what it is, man. Now, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's see what her intentions was. Because people say that she jumps in one relationship into another relationship. These be rebound cats, whatever the case may be. Let's just see, okay? Let's just see. So this is what his intentions was, to present himself to be whatever it is that she expected. Let's see what her intentions was when it came to him. Spirit, can I tap into Tiana Taylor's energy right quick? When it came to Aaron Pierre and her decision to date him, what was Tiana Taylor's intentions? True intentions, okay? At the bottom of the deck, high honors. Well, ain't that about a bitch? They both got high honors. They both got high honors, okay? So what I'm feeling like is, for this situation, high honors, what I'm feeling like with high honors is like spotlight, star, high honors. Ooh, this person's just on my arm. She's on my arm. He's on my arm. Everybody's gonna like it. Let's do the mambo, baby. Something to that extent. How low can you go? Okay, that's what I'm getting with this high honors. Like, it's like they both seeing each other as like trophy. That's the word. That's the word. Yeah, because the book I used to read called Trophy Wives. That was back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm getting. Trophy. Ooh, trophy wife, trophy husband. That's probably why that marriage card came out. They probably more than likely talked about it. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. She wanted to be the main female in his life. That was her intentions, to be the main female in his life, because guess what? She ain't never been the main female in nobody's life. Okay? No shade. I love the abs, okay? Ooh, 11:11 on the clock, for real? That's the time right now? Shit. Creator, what was Tiana Taylor's true intentions when she got with Aaron Pierre? What was her true intentions? Can I get 3 cards, please? Okay. This is interesting. I'm a mature woman. He's a mature man. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes, okay? Ain't that some shit? False person. False person. Wow. What was her true intention, Spirit, when she got with him? 3 cards, please. What was her true intentions when she got with Aaron Pierre, when she decided to date him? Wow. This is crazy. I'm going to take, wait, I'm going to do it this, well, no. I don't know which way to do it. But I want to take one more card. I just don't know where it should go. I don't know if it should go here or if it should go here. I think it goes here, okay? So that's where I'm going to put it. Wow. So peep game. Her intentions, her true intentions was, when she got with him, was, yes, I do see him as being a mature male, because up here, that's what she wanted. That was her expectations, was to have a mature male, right? So that's why she wrote with it, okay? We have thoughts, right? Her thoughts was, if it feels like her thoughts was for him to be thinking of her and only her, something to that extent, right? Because we have thoughts right here. That's how I'm reading it. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I'm reading it. But listen, distant horizon. It almost feels like, remember I saw that marriage card come out? It's almost like her thoughts was to make something happen really, really fast, okay? I know that might sound weird, but we have distant horizon, and then we have gift right here. Although it's just a box, and I know this is like Aquarius, star energy, something like that. But what I'm feeling like is this is like a wedding ring. This is like a wedding. In this box is a wedding ring. Like it's like her thoughts was for something to move fast pace, right? So even though it didn't go that way, it's like her intention, we seen false, right? It's like her intentions was, yes, love, love, love. Yes, it was. But it's the reason behind it, though. That's the kicker. The reason behind it. Make it out to what you want it to be. It's all about setting your intentions. Was there love here? More than likely not, because we don't see no goddamn cards in here about love, right? We don't. It was more so like, hop in here, let's make this happen, let's get together. She's used to being in a marriage, you feel me? And I think that could have been what turned old boy off too. I'm not really for sure. But let's see what these cards got to say right here. When it comes to what was at the bottom of the deck? We got the Queen of Cups right here. When it comes to what's his name? Aaron Pierre's true intentions towards Tiana Taylor, with them dating. Can I get just like 2 cards, please? Why is High Honors here? Why is Mature Male here? Why is Distant Horizon here? When it comes to Aaron Pierre's true intentions when it came to dating Tiana Taylor. Why is High Honors here? Why is Mature Male here? And why is Distant Horizon here? Can I please just get 3 cards, please? 2 to 3 cards, please, for him? I only got 1. But we, at the bottom of the deck, we have Aquarius here. And it talks about the 5 of Swords, and it talks about arguments, surrender, deception, bullying, and abuse. That's some weird shit. Wow. Wow. Y'all see that? Remember, we had the Queen of Cups right there. I said, what was his, why is this stuff here? High Honors, Mature Male, and Distant Horizon. I said, we see how things happen with them. Look, separation, conflict, disharmony, isolation, unhappy home. That's what it says. Yep. That's what it says. Hold on. That's what it says. Her expectations was too high for him to meet. And once he realized that, it was time to go. Because we have the 5 of Swords here. Arguments, surrendering. He felt like he was going to have to surrender to what it is that she wanted. And he was not going to be bullied because he's the one with the muscles. Okay? And if anybody finna be deceptive, it's going to be him and not her. Okay? You're not going to bully me. I'm the one with the muscles. You're the one from Harlem, but I'm the one with the muscles. Conflict of interest. Okay, that sounds so fucking evil. I'm so sorry. All right, well, we have that. I asked for 3 cards. Okay, listen. 9 of Swords, anxiety, guilt, insomnia, depression, breaking point. Breaking point. Here's the peeper. I said, here's the peeper. Here's the kicker. Courage is in the reverse, right? Strength. Inner strength, control, confidence, courage, and bravery. He had to go. He had to go. It wasn't as sweet as he thought it was gonna be. He found out that her balls was bigger than his. Let's just keep it a buck. He couldn't handle that. He likes to be what's the word? What's the fucking word? It's a word for it. He wants to be the masculine. That's not the word I was looking for, but he wants to be the masculine one in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't be that. He needed a weak motherfucker. Her expectations was too high for him to deal with. Because he thought he was in another motherfucking movie. Okay? He thought he was just playing another fucking role. No, bro. Sis was for real. A, B, and C, D. This is what I want. This is what I expect. What you gonna do, bro? He didn't have the strength that he needed to continue through with this. He wasn't strong enough. All right. I'm going to put this right here. He'd rather just hold on to his 10 of Pentacles. His 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, there go a big-ass spider. Ooh, that motherfucker big, Lord. You better stay right there, dog. You better not motherfucking move. Because I'm going to smash him. You better stay right there and chill, bro. All right. Let's, Listen. I said his 10 of Pentacles, right? We got the 10 of Wands. Burnt out. Okay, struggles. Obligations. It was too heavy. Anyway. I'm almost done, y'all. When it comes to Tiana Taylor's true intentions when it came to Aaron Pierre, why is mature male here? Why is thoughts here? Why is distant horizon here? Why is gift here? Creator, please. When it came to Tiana Taylor's intentions, when it came to Aaron Pierre, why is mature male here? Why is thoughts here? Why is distant horizon here? And why is gift here? We got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, and it talks about tradition, okay? Remember I said what she wanted. What she wanted was what she's used to. Not the bullshit, but I'm saying being in a marriage tradition. Did I cut that? I don't even know. King of Swords. Intelligent, structure, head over heart, morals, detached. What was her true intentions when she decided to date Aaron Pierre? Okay, remember I said the Queen of Cups, okay? It talks about sensitivity, intuition, healer, inspirational, feminine, and shy, right? Yeah. Yep. This is fucking crazy. Both of these motherfuckers got into a situation not knowing what they was up against. Let me tell you something. She didn't know how crazy this motherfucker was mentally, right? It says mental strength, burnt out, recovery, awaken, and isolation. She didn't know who she got in the bed with. Rumble in the jungle, my ass. Rumble in the Bronx, my ass. She did not know who she was fucking with. In other words, she didn't do her research. Her intentions was, okay, cool. But what it all boiled down to is, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. Mental strength. Mental strength. Mental strength right here and inner strength right here. Inner strength with the strength card, the lion, Leo, right? And mental strength. She had to be mentally prepared to deal with him. Inner strength. He had to physically be prepared to deal with her. Seriously. She did not know what she was up against either. We have sensitive, healer, inspirational, femininity, and shy. This ain't her. This is him. This is him. This is him. Okay? He could not be that masculine energy in her presence. He was the Queen of Cups. He was the sensitive one. And he didn't like that. To a certain extent, he didn't like it. Fresh start with the Fool card. Freedom. Start over. Because this wasn't going to work. Yeah, this wasn't going to work. Yep. Because, excuse me, regardless of what it is on the outside and what it is that we saw, he wasn't showing up how she needed him to show up. We got the Knight of Pentacles right here. The Knight of Pentacles. It says reliable, committed, slow but steady, and hard working. Well, here's the thing. It's not a king. A knight is not a king. Yep. But when it's all said and done, they more than likely could make a good movie together. They more than likely could make a good movie together. All right. Because I got the Three of Pentacles right here. Teamwork, alliance, apprenticeship, growth, and shared goals. They're both actors, you know. So they could make a good movie together. All right. Now, we're almost done. And I'm going to leave it alone. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the tea. But I'm just going to use these cards for the closing message. Spirit, to close out this reading for Aaron Pierre, overall, what would you like for him to know moving forward? Confusion. Wow. Confusion is temporary and leads to clarity. Are you feeling lost? Slow down, be patient, and allow clarity to emerge in its own time. Ain't that some shit, confusion? Ain't that some shit? That's all I've been talking about is the man lost. Hope. Hope is like a light in the darkness. Have you been feeling discouraged? Remember, the difficult times are temporary. Hold on to hope, and it will lead you towards brighter days. Okay? Spirit wants him to have hope throughout the confusion. Three more cards, please, to close out this reading for Aaron Pierre. Courage. Courage is the power to overcome any obstacles. Are you facing a tough decision? Don't shy away. Take the leap forward and discover your own strength. Take the leap forward and discover your own strength. Have the courage, because remember, his courage came out in the reverse. Okay? 3 more cards, please, to close off this reading for Aaron and Pierre. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. 1 more card, please. Thank you. So they came out like this. Let's talk about the one we can see, though. It says, let go, love. It says, letting go of the past love opens the door to new possibilities. Are you holding on to an old relationship? Release it and you'll find peace and a potential for new love. Yeah, you'll find peace because, you know, halfway in, halfway out. Okay. Followed by tree. Like a tree, deep roots create stability and growth. Are you feeling ungrounded? Focus on building a strong foundation in all areas of your life to support your long-term growth. Okay. Followed by emotions. Your emotions are guiding you through life challenges. Have you been suppressing your feelings? Let them flow naturally. Whether joy or sadness, your emotions are your strength. Your emotions are your strength, bro. This is what Spirit wants you to know, bro. And at the bottom of the deck, we have yes. The answers to your question is yes. Have you been hesitating about a decision? The universe is giving you a clear sign to move forward. Trust this path. With that being said, this has been a request reading from a young lady who wanted me to do a reading on him. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like I said, anybody can ask for a reading on a celebrity that is alive or one that has passed, or anybody, doesn't really matter. I also do free, private, personal readings. It'll be just like this, depending on what questions that you guys ask. It's always free because it helps me with my skills to practice, and it gives you some insight and some enlightenment with whatever area in your life that you need it. All right? So thank you again for the person who requested this reading. I appreciate you. And I'm out. And that's what we have, y'all. Thank you.